Hello, my name is Rekutsko, and welcome back to Break Chance Memento. Last time that we left off in this game, we were messing around with Masaharu, making him feel like he's an idiot, because he kinda sorta is, but he's a fumbling idiot, which makes him adorable, so we're not even gonna worry about it. Let's go ahead and get back into the story, see exactly where we're gonna be leaving off with, because I have no idea where the heck we're supposed to go now. We've saved 3 people already now, and I don't know who else we're gonna be able to save, because it's definitely not gonna be, like, either Natsume or me that are dying, unless that maybe is a thing. I don't know, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's not, but regardless, let's keep on going. Maybe we can get into some romance options now that we've saved the people, try and catch this killer. School passes by slowly as usual. Shuki twirls his pencil to pass the time. I've gotten really good at this lately. Wish I was half as good as actually taking notes, though. After school, Shuki goes downstairs to the lockers and finds Masaharu standing there looking impatient. Is Zenio at his club meeting? Shuki leans over and looks around Masaharu, but there's no one else standing there. I heard it got cancelled, but he's still late. What else is new? Point. Want me to go get him? It's okay. I'll go with you. It might take both of us to wake him. Yeah, probably. More than likely, that's gonna be a thing. True. The two of them go upstairs to Natsume's classroom. And he's gonna be sleeping, right? There we go! There's that sleeping face that I was waiting for. How original, Natsume. You're really bringing it out now, aren't you? Most of his classmates have already left for the day, so he is noticeably asleep at his desk. I mean, how could you not notice that big mop of hair just laying there sprawled across the desk? Typical. Hey, Aniki, wake up. School's over. As expected, this does not wake him up. Were you really expecting much more, Masaharu? Rolling his eyes, Shuki shakes his brother by the shoulder. Dude, do the same thing you did last time. Go find a bottle of water, frickin' pour it on him. Natsume doesn't respond at all. Not even in line 5 more minutes. Should I get some water or something? Wait a minute. No. 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 No! An idea seems to dawn on Masaharu, and it puts his index in. He's got almost no pulse! Shuki puts the back of his hand against Natsume's forehead. It's icy cold to the touch. What should we do, Masani? Go get the school nurse. I'll stay here with him. Right. Oh, jeez. Oh, and I just got done saying that he wasn't gonna die. Shuki turns on his heel and runs out of the classroom. Oh, God. Why frickin' now? This doesn't make any I could have ended it in a good place the last video. But I'm stupid. Now we're on chapter 5. It's fine. Let's keep going. Oh, man. Natsume is rushed to the hospital at the urging of the school nurse. Multiple doctors examine him, but none can offer an explanation for his condition. He is in a comatose state, but there is no clear indicator of why. His brain activity is typical for someone who is asleep, and we found no trace of chemicals or abnormal hormone levels in his bloodstream. Perhaps he is simply very tired. This comes as a comfort to the Amamiya parents, but Shuki can't forget how cold his brother was, how he had almost no pulse. The whole situation feels dark and sinister. He has no reason to believe otherwise, but Shuki feels like his brother might not wake up. After 3 days goes by, everyone becomes increasingly nervous. Natsume has not opened his eyes in a single time. Chiaki sighs upon seeing Shuki sitting opposite Natsume's hospital bed once again. You're just going to make yourself sick if you're here all the time. Haven't you heard of nosocomial infection? No, I have not. Please enlighten me. I'm not here all the time. Me and Masani take turns. That's great and all, but When you guys are here, you stay for hours. What if he wakes up while I'm not around? What if he needs somebody and nobody's here? There's doctors here. There's nurses, other staff. But seriously, you need to rest. Go home. Shuki's mind wanders back to his childhood. He and Fuyuka were often outside and prone to catching whatever bug was going around the neighborhood. Each time they lay sick in bed, it was Natsume who took care of them while their parents were busy with work. I haven't thought of back then for a while. When I think about how much of his time Inu gave us, how he ignored the things we wanted, I can't leave him here alone. Or he wanted, sorry, I messed that up. It was all he and Masaharu could do not to stay with their brother together all the time, even taking turns at being assistants of their parents. This time, I'll be here for Inu. It's okay, Chichen, really. I want to stay here. I don't want Inu to be alone. When Chiaki sees the resolution in Shuki's eyes, he can't bring himself to protest anymore. The two of them sit together quietly until visitor hours end and Chiaki leaves. I seriously thought that we weren't going to have to deal with anything from Natsume. Is everyone going to go through some kind of fucking death thing or something like that? Because that's really what it seems like is happening. Like, if we don't find this killer, eventually it's going to be Shuki that's going to end up dying. And what the fuck am I supposed to do after that point? You know what I mean? Jesus. When Shuki isn't at the hospital, his consciousness drifts in and out of school like a ghost, too tied up in another place to move. Shuki counts the hours of his life in the slow movements of the hands of the clock looming above the teacher's head on the wall. Lately I've been having really bad headaches. I keep getting new memories after saving Hosokawa-senpai, which is normal, but it never hurt this much. I mean, time traveling back and forth has got to have some kind of consequence, right? Maybe this just isn't good for him. Shuki pushes his face into the palm of his hands and clenches his eyes shut, willing the pain in his head to go away. However, closing his eyes makes the images more vivid. It's unbearable. He settles on staring at a big spot on the wall. I'm here, Shuki. It's going to be okay. Who was that? The more he tries to focus on that memory, the more garbled and farther away the voice sounds. He begins to wonder if he imagined those words. During the lunch break, he swallows the aspirin he's been carrying around in his pocket and washes it down with water while trying not to think about the already altered past. It hurts. On the days that Masaharu volunteers to go to the hospital to watch over their older brother, Shuki is left in the dorms to wallow in his uncertainty. This day is no different. His temples still aching, Shuki curls up in bed underneath his blanket. These headaches definitely have to be because of time travel. Medicine isn't doing anything. Just then, a particularly powerful twinge of pain jolts through Shuki's skull. He flinches and closes his eyes reflexively. Jesus frickin' A, dude. In the moment his eyes close, his memories become crystal clear. Shuki dropped to his knees, stunned. At first, the image didn't quite register in his mind. It was just a random collection of shapes and an unrecognizable figure. There's no way that's him! I just saw him! He was fine just a couple minutes ago! He can't... The dead body and his brother were two separate irreconcilable things in his mind. There was so much to take in that he didn't know where to look. No... Just when he started to feel that it was all too much, Shuki felt himself jerk backwards as someone tightly wrapped their arms around his body. Another arm covered his eyes, but far too late. Who? Even in darkness, the horrific image burned into his mind in such a way that Shuki doesn't think he'll ever be able to forget. Confused and terrified, he clawed at the arms that wrapped around him. Let go of me! I'm here, Shuki. It's going to be okay. The voice sounded vaguely familiar, and yet completely alien at the same time. It wasn't in the least bit comforting or persuasive. How can it possibly be? Shh. It was Aniu. Shuki sits straight up. The blankets slide from his head and his field of vision brightens. He was there. He was always there. Why don't you get rest for a little while, Shu-chan? I'll come get you when it's time to eat. Police? No. No way. No freaking way. Oh my god, did I not call this earlier in the series or not? I wasn't, like, being completely serious about it, though. No. Why didn't Annie say something to me? What was he doing? How was he always in the right place at the right time? He remembers Kiosk talking about working with Natsume of the future, but he hadn't been very forthcoming with details. But if Kiosk was going to talk to Aniu, he would have told me, right? I mean, if there's a serial killer on the loose, it'd be good if we could work together. Shiki opens his watch out of habit, his gaze flicking over to the messages section. Still no contact from Kiosk. He closes the watch and lies down in bed. I feel like I'm on the verge of understanding something, but it's no good. This is just a huge mess. With Aniu in a coma, I can't exactly ask him about any of this. But I trust him. And he always does what he thinks is best for me and Masani. There's a good reason for all this, I just know it. Shuki clenches his fist in resolution. Don't worry, Aniu. This time I'm the one who's here for you. It's going to be okay. Oh my god, dude. No, I have to stop. I'm so sorry. I know this is the worst place to leave it. Especially with this music. Holy frick. I don't know what the frick is going on. But we're gonna fucking figure it out in the next video. I really hope you guys join me. I think we're starting to come to some kind of conclusion here. So, regardless of everything that just happened, thank you very, very much for watching. Oh, I really hope you appreciated it. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content, because that content will be delivered straight to your doorstep. Oh my god, dude. Click my little face icon off to the side there if you want to subscribe to the channel, please, to support me and also the games and such. You can go. The links are obviously always down in the description below, as well as some extra videos down below this, where you can click to go to this full playlist and another playlist and or video. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully we can figure this out. Sorry.